Happy Earth Day,
Happy
crafters!
Earth Day.
I bet some of you didn't even know that there was such a thing as Earth Day, but there is. It's a day when we celebrate all things that Mother Nature has given to us.
I'm guessing that there are a lot of people out there that don't even know there's an Earth.
They're post-drink. We are Glitter, Glue, and Gluttony, your crafting pals. I'm Cher.
And I'm Carrie.
Today we're going to show you a couple of crafts, snacks, and beverages that will make you feel much closer to the earth and Mother Nature. The first craft we're going to attempt today is we are going to make paper beads. This is something that will put recycling back in your life if you have junk mail, old wrapping paper, newspapers even. This is something that you can set your kids to doing, or you can do in your spare time while you're watching the television or anything. Carrie's going to demonstrate for you because she is the paper bead making champion of Southern California.
Now, I learned to make paper beads back in elementary school, and I tell people this story all the time, and they look at me like I'm crazy because no one ever made paper beads in elementary school except me, apparently.
Did not.
So I may have made them in my dreams. I'm not quite sure.
I'm from the 909.
No crafts in the 909. I get a lot of junk mail, and I get a lot of Victoria's Secret catalogs. And they have really bright, shiny, pretty pages. And I thought, well, I should make paper beads out of that because I feel bad that I'm just throwing it away. So it's all about recycling for Earth Day.
And it's all about getting your frustrations out because those Victoria's Secret models look so darn good. If I could roll them into teeny tiny little balls.
And so we do.
And then wear them around my neck. Yeah. I might feel better about myself.
So, I mean, you find pretty pages. I went through and
I like that.
Okay.
Look at tennis shoes.
Yes.
All kinds of prettiness right there.
You can use, as Cher said, wrapping paper. Cher brought me a lovely birthday gift just recently, and I loved the wrapping paper so much that I made beads out of it, and I made this lovely necklace.
Look how beautiful those are.
Isn't that pretty?
It's gorgeous.
It takes no time at all, and nobody would actually ever know that this was wrapping paper.
Can you teach me how to make one?
I can. So basically, here is a piece of paper. You decide what pretty picture you want, and you just cut a long triangle.
A long triangle would then look something like this.
That. However long or big you would like your bead depends on the base of the triangle.
I'm going to cut one too while you show them the next step.
Next step is you decide what you want on the outside of your bead. I think I would like the shoes on the outside of my bead. You take a toothpick, you put it at the longer edge, and you just roll it up. You are rolling up Victoria's Secret models into tiny, tiny little beads.
Tiny little balls.
Sometimes it's hard to get started, but once you get started, you just roll, roll, roll. As you get to the end, you want to use some glue. I like the Fast Grab Tacky Glue. And just kind of put dabs everywhere.
Everybody needs a fast grab.
And we all. And you just roll, 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 roll. And you end up with a bead. So here is your lovely bead. And
fat end first?
Fat end first.
Fat end first.
Yep. And the picture side out. Picture that you want on the bead.
Okay.
So I also got a lovely birthday gift from my dear friend Heather. Hello, Heather. And I loved the wrapping paper. So again, I made a necklace. And what I did was I saw the word love, and I thought that would really make a cute charm. So I actually took it, cut out the word love.
Oh, that's so cute.
Put it on the back of a cereal box, naturally, and I painted it with Mod Podge and put some glitter on it. It's very simple. You can also take strips of magazine. Just take a 2-inch strip, fold it in half, fold the pieces in on themselves so you get a strip, and you can just roll this up. Roll, 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 glue it as you go, and you end up with little tight rolls that you can then make into a heart.
Cute!
You know, several other ones that I've done, and it's nice because you can pick the colors, you can put beads in between. I went through my jewelry drawer and I just tore apart a bunch of old jewelry to make my beads because I really wanted to make this all about recycling the things that we already have.
That's right. It's all about repurposing.
And to string your beads, you don't even really need to go out to the craft craft store. You can if you want, but you can use just any string that you have laying around the house. You can use embroidery floss. You can even use dental floss, which actually is really good for stringing beads.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But don't use already used dental floss. I know that's recycling, but that's just nasty.
Well, if you are going to, just don't tell people that you've done so. Now, you can also make earrings. I made a cute little pair of earrings out of the wrapping paper
That
as
is
well.
cute.
Yes. And now for this, you will have to go to the craft store to get some findings. Here are 2 long findings with hoops at the end. And you just decide, oh, well, I think I want to make these earrings. I did have some beads laying around the house, so I just am taking the beads, stringing them on to my finding.
I'm so
Look
excited.
at that, isn't that fun?
I made a bead.
And then you just put the bead on, take your handy dandy wire pincher thingies,
That's what they're called. If you look for them at the hardware store, wire pincher thingies.
and then you just put this on the little earring finding,
So pretty.
and you end up with an earring. So simple.
I am going to make a wine stopper, a bottle stopper, because this show is all about drinking while you craft.
It
In
is.
fact, I like a lovely beverage mirage since we are crafting outdoors and
That's
I'm
right.
quite parched. But I'm going to take a little bead right here, which is beautifully handcrafted, and I'm going to stick it right down over this pre-made wine stopper that you can get at the crafting store.
Or you can, steal it from your neighbor's
Or
bar.
you could just use a cork if you wanted to and stick, like a toothpick on top of it. Bead over that. And then I'm also going to take some little beads that I have strung on wire here. And a little flower that I have
love the
strung on some
flower.
wire. And I'm going to put those down over my wine stopper. Then I will cap it off. It comes with a little
Oh,
ball
listen to
that
that beautiful
just
sound.
screws onto the end.
So while Cher is doing that, I'm going to start drinking our beverage for Earth Day, Bison Brewing beer. Shout out to Daniel and Ashley from Bison.
Hi, Daniel.
They were
Hi, Ashley.
They were nice enough to send us this beer, this 100% organic beer. They're an awesome company, and they care about the earth. They sent us fabulous beer. This is honey basil, and I know that you
Ooh,
wanted to try
I
that
do
one.
want to try the honey basil. And when I'm done, I will just cork it with my little
Yes!
beaded stopper. Look at that. Isn't that adorable?
That's adorable.
So exciting. All right.
Cheers. Here's to the earth.
And to Bison Brewery.
And to Bison Brewery.
That
Wow.
is delicious. It really
This
is delicious.
this
I don't
is-
even like beer, and this is good.
I love beer, and this is super good. This is organic honey basil, which is really unusual,
That
but
is
delicious.
Our
They
sec-
also sent us glasses, but we're broads, man.
Woo!
We drink out of the bottle.
And a second craft that we're going to show you, which is a no-brainer, very easy if you don't have any crafting skills whatsoever.
Or gardening skills,
Or
which
gardening
I do
skills.
not.
I don't either. I have a black thumb, literally, people.
I do. I literally kill.
You
I
can
can
make
kill things.
a beautiful little succulent garden to give as a gift to a friend. This one I chose as a little theme for maybe somebody's having a baby. You
That
could
is
give them a
adorable.
little baby shower gift. Easy as pie. Grab an old vintage pot, or you really can use any kind of vessel that will hold a small succulent plant. I like to scour the thrift stores. This fabulous little poodle cost $1.98. I think it's delightful.
And again, it's reusing what is already out there in the universe.
This stork was $2.99.
Adorable.
And then I have a whole collection of just, little pots that I pick up whenever I find them.
You could even put a cactus in your Bison Brewing glass.
You could.
Yeah.
The
Doesn't matter.
main thing is to get some good potting soil, and our friends over at Armstrong Nurseries,
Thanks,
hey,
Armstrong.
hey, Armstrong, gave us some stone organics potting soil.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take the vessel of choice, you put a little potting soil in it. I like to use an ice cream scooper because it's just easier to maintain. I'm sure that gardeners, real gardeners, have some sort of tool that
They
they
probably
use.
have I think it's called a trowel. They probably have a trowel.
Ice
or-
cream scoop works just fine. You get your little succulent from the store.
And the amazing thing is as I've said, I don't garden. I can't garden. So if I can do this, anyone can do this.
That's right.
However, I'm not sure I can do it yet.
You squeeze the little pot so that it loosens up the cactus inside. And you got to be careful because cactus, turns out they're pointy. And you have to gently pull it out and stab yourself while you're doing it. You can wear gardening gloves. I think they make those as well. You position your little guys in their vessel. The great thing about succulents and cactus is some of them come without points. This one's very easy to handle. So live dangerously or not. It's all up to you.
This is our snack roll for today. This is our edible potted plant. I think I like this better.
Once you get your succulent positioned, you just take a little more of your potting soil, you put it in, you just surround him so he's nice and full and fat.
So our edible flower pot is organic, gluten-free chocolate cake, organic chocolate pudding, layered in the glass. So you have cake, pudding, cake, and then you put in completely unorganic, artificially flavored and artificially colored worms. And then you stick a little flower lollipop in it.
That's fantastic.
It is stupid delicious.
So,
I cannot stop eating it.
I'm going to try that, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what you can do with your gardens once you've planted them and made a perfect little gift for literally no money.
It's gorgeous.
But priority demands that I eat first.
I bet the chocolate stout will go
Oh,
beautifully with the
delicious.
chocolate thing.
Like making mud pies, but better.
I don't like mud.
I don't either. I'm going to wash that down with this.
Oh my goodness. Taste that.
Delish. So one of the things you can do is you can make little themey succulent gardens. Here's a little seashell planter that I got. I stuck a starfish in it and a real shell. Look how beautiful that is. That cost maybe $3 to make and you're set. One other one I'd like to show you. What I've done is I've actually glittered my succulent.
How perfect for glitter, glue, and gluttony.
You just take your beautiful little succulent plant that you've just planted. I'm going to take let's take this big pink one right here. You just put a little sugar water on it because turns out plants really like sugar water and it doesn't hurt them in any way, but it gives it just enough sticking power to put your glitter on it and the glitter will stick. Take glitter of any color you want. Because this is pink, I'm actually going to use some aqua glitter on it.
Oh, that'll be very pretty. I'm just going to sit here and eat.
And you just sprinkle it lightly over there. Won't hurt your little cactus at all. No. It just gives it a little bit of shine. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell. It's the magic of camera, but it is. It's very shiny. So those are our Earth Day crafts.
Yeah.
I think that anyone can have a wonderful time getting back in touch with nature, recycling and reusing what we have out there in the universe.
And also, making sure that you support companies that make organic products. Companies that care about the earth.
Like our 5 sponsors.
Like
at Bison Brewery. Yeah. Happy Earth Day.
Happy
Carrie.
Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day to our viewers.
Happy Earth Day to everyone. Stay glittery.